What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Barack. Very good. Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Great peeps over there on Bluebonnet.
Dad show.
It is Dad's show. You got awful knee pain like Dad does this morning, you could go check out Brock and they could help you out. Let's see, gonna mute that. Hey, bud, what are you watching in there? Are you watching Moo?
Moo, 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 moo.
Moo, 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 moo. That's a Goofy's petting zoo. Drew's locked in. He's fired up on a Monday. Hopefully y'all are as well. Man, odd day. You know, LSU obviously played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so no LSU baseball game yesterday. And we're kind of hoping LSU would have beaten Michigan State, so basketball would have played yesterday, but didn't have that. But had two really good Elite Eight games. You know who's the most ticked off in the world today? Maybe not in the world, but as far as media is concerned. I would imagine the most ticked off people or entity is CBS today, because CBS was this close to having Duke and Kentucky in the Final Four. And instead of Duke and Kentucky in the Final Four, they've got Auburn and Michigan State. What's up, Dad? Good morning. Craig Schilling, what's up? Trivia Carter, good morning. Stephen Bro, Sean Pumphrey, Meridak. I've said it so many times. Colby Hester, Tyler Hales, Brian Kling, good morning. Josh Long, what's up? Thank you for the share. Everett email, because now it tells me who shares. Everett email, thank you. Good morning. Dusty Revere, good morning. Let's see. Robert Gremion, Charlie Gale, Leroy Blanchard, Tom Brouillard. Look at everybody. Aunt Mary's watching. Say hi, Aunt Mary. You say hi, Aunt Mary? Hi, Aunt Mary. Mary, very good. Walk. Okay, we'll see you later. Shelby Kelly, good morning. Stephen Bro. So Scone is in last place for his bracket. So am I in last place among in the whole thing, or am I in last place just among the guarantee staff? I need to go. I swear, I swear to you, I have not checked the standings at all. I need to go because my Final Four is done. My champion was Duke, so I'm out. And that was the only team I had left, so I'm out completely. My bracket is finished. So I need to go check my mom to see if she has anybody left. I don't think she does. I think her championship game maybe was LSU and North Carolina, and she had LSU or North Carolina winning it. No, Villanova. She had LSU Villanova, and she had Villanova winning it. They went out in round 32, I think. 32, yeah. So I don't doubt that I am in last place. I'm just curious if I beat my mom or if she beat me. We were both terrible this year. Matthew Rogelio. But see, this is my point. I could have filled out 5 different brackets in different spots, and one of them might be doing great. I'd be like, see, look, I'm a genius. No, one bracket. One. That's it. And then you roll with it. Let's see. Justin Huckins, good morning. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Hard not to be fired up. Great weekend, indeed. I'm going to share. Hopefully, y'all will share as well if you've not done so yet. Josh Long has shared. I see that noted on his name there. So thank you, Josh Long, for being a sharer. Anyone else who's not shared this post, like Hong Tam Win, Megan Boyce Hurst, Kevin Barfield? I mean, I thought we were tight. Okay, Logan Bourgeois, what's up? Go Auburn and the SEC. Yeah, I'm down with that, man. I mean, I guess, so I'm not the guy that says cheer for the SEC. I think perception of your league matters. But, I don't, if Auburn going to a Final Four hurts LSU. Auburn going to the Final Four means Bruce Pearl can keep recruiting good players, and he can go flash a Final Four ring, and that's. I'm not down with that. Like that's a bad thing. It's like people cheer for Alabama and Jake. You want the SEC? Why? I'm not cheering for the SEC. I'm cheering for LSU. I want LSU to do well. I don't care if Auburn does well. I don't care if Florida does well. I don't care if Kentucky does well. Whatever. Anything that goes well for them, it's a feather in their cap. I mean, they can use that to their advantage and their leverage. Now when Bruce Pearl recruits, he can go recruit and say he's been to a Final Four. I ain't for Auburn. Who's the least threatening team in this thing to LSU? Texas Tech? Michigan State? I want one of them to win it. Certainly, Auburn's the last team I want to win it. Hell no. Let's see. Hoot Palmario. I'm kind of sad. Today will be the final day of Hoops with Hunt with Hoot Palmario. He's done a great job, though. Y'all should listen to his podcast today, the last episode of Hoops with Hunt, as the season's now over. Let's see. Hong Tam win, no Blue Bloods. Nope. I bet CBS is crying in their beer today, man. Like, if they would have had an opportunity, if they had an opportunity for Duke, Kentucky, that would have been potent. Moo. Especially in Minneapolis. Because if I'm not mistaken, the year Duke won the title in 92 on Leitner shot. Well, Leitner shot was in the Elite Eight, but the Final Four that year, if I'm not mistaken, was in Minneapolis. So they could have created that. They could have created that narrative, that synergy from 92. Anyway, Meridoc, you've been saying it right. Cool, thank you. Whoops, what did I do there? Oops. Oh, I don't need that. Let's have it. I finally got my mouse to work. It needed new batteries. It's a one of the Bluetooth, mouses. It's a Bluetooth mouse, and it needed batteries and has for like 2 years. I never changed them, so I was using the mouse pad on the laptop, and one of the keys is jammed and it's annoying. But now I finally put batteries in it. But I don't have a mouse pad, so I'm using a piece of paper that Drew crumbled up. This is Morning Scone, y'all. Yeah, we are basic here. All right, what y'all got this morning? I'm excited about the week. Excited about LSU baseball. You got the spring game for LSU football coming up next weekend on the 6th, Saturday the 6th. So this will be it's funny, man. Spring has just kind of come and gone like that. Spring football, I mean, has come and gone like that. We haven't really paid it much attention. But interesting. It'll be interesting to see what they've been working on, see if there's any noticeable differences in the spring game, what they show us. So, let's see. Dusty, did you hear anything about Tom Brando talking trash on Twitter? Tim Brando. I read that interaction. I didn't see it as Tim Brando talking trash. Tim has been consistent in criticizing LSU's administration, which I believe is warranted in many instances. But I think he's also saying that Will Wade is not without fault in this. And that's something that I've tried to impress upon people as well. Like, you can blame LSU's administration for how they handled the whole situation, and I'm fine with it. I believe they do deserve criticism for how they've handled it. I've been very vocal about that. But as I've also said all along, that does not absolve Will Wade. Like, Will Wade is still a head coach that is on a federal wiretap discussing compensation for players. Like, that's unacceptable. That is. We can talk about if a transaction was ever done. We can talk about the context of that phone conversation, which we don't know yet, I'll grant you. We can talk about other people doing it. All that stuff could very well be true and could mitigate the circumstances, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still your head coach on a federal wiretap talking about compensating players. So, he doesn't just get a pass. in the grand scheme of it all. So Tyler has last place in the guarantee staff. Okay, I guess I'll finish there because I can't get any more points. So I'm bringing up the rear. Thomas Chapman, good morning. Irfan, Gamogin, Matt, and Drew. Let's see. Hong Tam win. Matt, where are you ranked in the March Madness bracket contest? So that's what he's talking about. I'm last in the guarantee staff. And the whole thing, like, I may kind of be, well, I'm probably not in the running for last in the whole thing. So we always do the thing with the guarantee contest where the winner gets some awesome prize. Like last year, it was walk-ons last year, so it's food for a year and a big screen TV. This year, it's crawfish boil for $20, and from Just Winging It, and a 50-inch TV. So it's a really good prize. But then if you finish dead last, you get a $100 gift card to Just Winging It. And so some people realize they got a better chance of filling out a bracket that would finish last than they would of winning the whole thing. Just you're playing the odds. So you always have this group of listeners that will fill out a bracket trying to finish last. They'll try to pick every game wrong. They'll pick like all the 16s in the Final Four, but inevitably, they always end up picking something right. And they'll try to pick they'll pick a 13 to beat a 4, and it'll happen. So anyway, so that's always actually pretty fun to see how they. But anyway, I don't know that I can finish below those guys that are actively trying to lose. If I do, now that's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. But this is a pretty random Final Four, man. I'd love to see, and I'm sure all that'll come out today from ESPN, like the percentage of people that would have projected like Texas Tech and Auburn in the Final Four. I mean, outside of Lubbock and Auburn, probably not many, if any. Let's see. All right, let's see. Aunt Mary said March Madness indeed. This has been that. Those were some great fun Elite Eight games. I missed Saturday, so I missed the Purdue Virginia game because I was at the lip sync battle for Kelly High. But I could see highlights of it. It looked awesome. Let's see. Craig Savoy, good morning. Justin Huckins. Huckins pronounced Hukins, so it's a long U. Hukins. Got it. Actually, you didn't really even spell it phonetically there, Justin, because you should have used a hyphen. Because that could be.
I paid you 1, 2,
It could be Huakins.
4.
Huckins. I'll go with Hukins. I hope I remember it. Sam Dixon, Matt the Bats came alive, Matt. Sam, you must have missed yesterday's show, man. It was great to see LSU hit the ball. And so my contention is not only, yes, I think C.J. Willis helped a bunch, having someone become productive in the bottom of the lineup. On Friday he had 3 RBI. Do you say RBI or RBIs? Because the plural is the runs, so it should be RSBI, right? It's runs batted in, so it would be RBIs. It's not runs batted ins. So technically, you just say RBI. Yeah, but I think more than anything, and remember also on Saturday, 11 runs on 13 hits, I think it was, without Daniel Cabrera, without your best hitter.
Oh, Toodles.
Hi. Oh, Toodles.
Oh, Toodles.
Oh, Woodles.
5, 4.
5, 4, 3. Hey, what are you going to do today? Hey, what are you going to do today with Mimi?
Mimi house.
You going to go to Mimi's house, and what else? Where else are you going to go? Can we not grab that, please? Thank you. Where else are you going to go?
Mom.
The mall. Hey, what are you going to do at the mall?
Macy.
You're going to go to Macy's, and what are you going to do there?
Elevator.
You're going to ride the elevator. Yes, you are. That sounds like an awesome day. Sounds like an A1A awesome day in my book, tell you what. That's what I'm in for. Here to go to Macy's and ride that elevator. But anyway, to your point, though, Sam, as big a part of anything this weekend for LSU baseball was they got away from Ethan Small. I mean, Ethan Small was awesome, and they still struck out 41 times this weekend, which was nauseating. But when you didn't have to face Ethan Small, they did pretty well. I don't think people realize how good Georgia's pitching staff was as well. So this week you get Texas A&M in the box. By the way, A&M's leading the West by half game. They're 6-2-1. You're 6-3. So for all the wailing and gnashing of teeth, you're a half game out of the lead in the West. And the team that's a half game ahead of you comes to the box this weekend. So win a home series this weekend, and you lead the SEC West. And then you get to go to Missouri, who's trash. Told y'all, bro. At some point, you're going to get Marceau back and Hill back. I mean, Dugas. Come on, y'all. All right. Carl the Cat, what's up? Kirk Taylor, Corey Gotro, Kevin Barfield, Tom Grannon, good morning. Troy Aber. Oh, by the way, thank you for the shares, as always. Thank you for liking the Brock page. As I've mentioned, for those who were watching Game 3 on Saturday during the rain delay, I went and did a YouTube live. If you have a YouTube or Google account, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome as well. I'm starting to do a lot more original content there on YouTube, and I'm trying to get ideas for what to do there. So about a year ago, I was doing whiskey reviews, and that was pretty popular. I might start doing that again if people want that. Anyway, we did some goofy videos with me and Terrio. I think it just fits the YouTube platform better to do some of that stuff, that sort of tangential stuff, different from just, sports, AFR, LSU, whatever. So if you got ideas, let me know. But I'm going to start putting a lot of that stuff on my YouTube channel. So if you would subscribe to the YouTube channel and tell a friend, that would be awesome too. All right, here we go. Troy Aber, I never pull for the SEC, just like I never pull for the NFC South. Amen. I guess it's a little different with the NFL, just because, or pro team, because you don't have to recruit, right? I mean, it's just, but I get like you never cheer for your rivals. But the reason theoretically to cheer for your conference, so to say, is because perception matters, right? So like the committee might be, if the committee's weighing two teams and there's one team from the SEC and one team from the ACC, well, they might say, well, the ACC is a better league. Let's go with this team who had the same conference record as this team did in the SEC, if all else was equal, right? So, I mean, it's just a perception type thing. But for me, I'd much rather just be good and win a bunch of games and not have to worry about the team in your conference being a championship contender. Tom Granny, good morning. T-Bob solo today. Yikes, what's up with that? I didn't know why Jordy's out. I honestly have no idea. What? Cookie Elephant? When you see mommy's phone later, you can see Cookie Elephant, okay? Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing, yep, good point. And Alexander's. So last night we went to Alexander's. And normally, walk. Yep, you did, right? Normally when we go to Alexander's, I put Drew in he's got like a big like pop-out stroller. And we'll put him in, he loves to just go to stores, y'all know that, right? Like H-E-B and Alexander's and Albertsons and all, anyway, Home Depot. He loves to go and just like stroll around and just look at all the stuff and people and whatever. Well, last night we went, he needed an outing late. So we went to Alexander's. It was like 8:30. They close at 9. There's nobody in the store. They're getting ready to close. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put you in the stroller. I'm going to let you walk. We got in there and like sprinting laps around the perimeter of like all the aisles. Like not going up and down aisles, just like lapping the store. I mean, and of course, 8:30 on a Sunday night, I see two people that I know in there that I haven't seen in a while. And so you're trying to say hi, and then it's like, Drew's like, I'm just like running. I'm like, I would love to talk to you right now, but I have got to go get him. Sorry. One of them actually was Doug Bickley, my guy from GMFS. You'll hear me talk about Doug all the time on the radio. So, and Doug lives in a different part of town. I was like, Doug, what are you doing here? He's like, well, my mom lives in, somewhere down, a neighborhood over by Manchac. Anyway, I was like, oh, okay. Doug's in there with his two kids, and then here's Drew. Just like sprinting around. Calic High. Did you say Calic High? Hey, did you say Calic High? Huh?
Cookie elephant.
Cookie Elephant. Okay, Cookie Elephant. Okay, Cookie Elephant. Hey, can we come see?
Amazing.
Come see. I'm gonna tuck this in there.
Amazing.
You don't need to be pulling on that.
Amazing.
That is your extension. That would be bad if you ripped that out.
Amazing.
I'm not happy with it.
Amazing. Amazing.
Well, when you wake up, you can see amazing. I bet that's not comfortable now. Okay, there we go.
To come.
Drew, come. Drew, come.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, then you just teased me. You're a little tease. That's what you are. You're a hug teaser is what you are. You're a hug teaser. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for being polite. Let's see, Danny Frog Savoy, good morning. Derek Langlois, good morning. AJ Holland, thank you for sharing. Sharer. Hester at 1 starts today, right? Correct, yes. So Jacob Hester, Hanging with Hester moves, new time slot today, 1 to 3. So, and that's permanent. So that's Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 now for Hanging with Hester. Thank you, AJ. Good looking out on that. Craig Savoy, great series in Starkville, no doubt. I think you found your first baseman with C.J. Willis. Willis can also play outfield, but you obviously don't have a spot in the outfield. And so, what fast?
Cat fast.
Cat fast? Catherine?
Move fast.
Move fast. Okay, you want move fast. Well, that's a little different. I don't think we've done that yet. How about if we go backwards on Goofy's petting zoo? So I think, obviously, DiGiacomo's been really good at DH for the most part. You'd like to see him platoon maybe DiGiacomo, Beloso, but the problem is they're both lefties. And so I think Beloso's kind of the odd man out right now. So I think Willis keeps playing at first as long as he's going good. He's your guy. And DiGiacomo's your DH. I think your question is, with Mathis and Garza, and quite honestly, Garza, when he's gotten his opportunities, hasn't been good enough to take over for Mathis. I thought defensively Garza would be an upgrade, and that would warrant him being in the lineup. He just hasn't been. So you've kind of stuck with Mathis, and Mathis has some fire. I like that about him, man. He'll get a hit, and he'll pump the dugout, and he did throw a runner out this week. Bless you, this weekend. Anyway, Corey Messina, good morning. Tom Brouillard, never root for Auburn for anything other than against Alabama. I'd go with that. Like, the only way I'd root for a rival is if them winning directly helped LSU. That's it. Or the team that I cheer for. Like, I'd never root for the Falcons unless if the Falcons winning in Week 17 meant the Saints got home field advantage, right? I mean, if there's a direct benefit to you from them winning, it's the only way I'd ever cheer for them. Brian Penton, good morning. Micah Richards, good morning. Hard out today at 8 o'clock Central, by the way, guys, because of obviously our Monday morning meeting. So we got about 14 more minutes. I'll stop being so blabbermouthish and get to more of your stuff. Let's see. Heard Tony Benford is heading to A&M. Is that true? I have not heard that. Do you mean as a head coach or as an assistant? Because that's hard for me to believe that A&M would hire him as the head coach. They've got lots of resources. I would assume that they would go get a really, really big name. Throw a bunch of money at a big name. So I don't think that would happen. But I haven't heard that. Spring game coming up. Does it mean we can talk about receivers? Matthew, we can talk about the receivers after the spring game, yes. So on Sunday's morning scone, you can ask me about what I thought the receivers did in the spring game, and I will tell you it doesn't matter at all. Let me see what they do whenever they're playing SEC corners. Let's see. Tom Brouillard, hope MSU wins it all that way. We got knocked out by the national champs. I'm okay with that. I'd be okay with them winning it. I like Izzo. C-Mac, what's up, man? Shelby, nauseating listening to Bryce Harper this and Bryce Harper that all night on the ESPN broadcast. Yeah. Sunday night, I did watch some of it with the Phillies and the Braves last night. It makes sense. I mean, first Sunday night, they got Bryce Harper to his new spot. I mean, it makes sense in broadcasting that game. But yeah, it's a big deal, Val Browning, Jason, and look, man, that's not Shelby. That's not going to happen all season. It's the novelty of the newness. When you get 40, 50 games into 162, the novelty wears off, unless he's on pace for 60 homers. Val Browning, what's up, man? Let's see, Trap Gentris, who do you think is going to stay on the LSU basketball team? So, Cavell graduates. Darrell Edwards is transferring. Tremont and Nas gone. I think the one you have to worry about is Emmett. There's always a surprise. And Emmett's the one I tell you is the one that they're on the fence about. I saw Pete Thamel reported that a few days ago. Was that about Benford? I haven't heard anything about Benford going to A&M. I'm not saying it's not true. I haven't seen it. I feel like I would have heard that if it was true, but maybe it's possible I missed it. Nate Bumstead, what's up, dude? Reed Sutton, good morning. Frankie Schmidt, good morning. Drew and DMC, great show, brother. That was fun. Did a little Run DMC reprise at the Catholic High Lip Sync Battle. What?
Move fast.
Move fast. Okay, you got it. Move fast it is. It's still on. What are you talking about? See, it's still on. Carrie Hughes, what's up, man? Hey, Carrie, I saw your email this morning. I'm gonna reply to you, man. Not a lot on that front, but I'll let you know what's up. Justin Hukins, 0.4% predicted this Final Four. There you go. Yeah, very unlikely. Shelby, I had Texas Tech in my Final Four. Scott Rodrigue, what's up? Good morning, Matt. Charlie Cavell, RBIs is AP style. I'm way late on my comments today. I don't know if that's true. Well, tell you what I can do, Charlie. This is why it always helps to keep this handy. The AP style book. How about that? You keep one of these on your shelf at all times for when you're writing. At least this is what happened when people actually used books, Sports guidelines and style, 281. Let's see.
Move fast.
Let's see, Charlie.
Move fast.
Move fast. Okay. Okay, move fast. Look how big of a nerd I am. Pulling out the AP style book on Morning Scone to look up RBI or RBIs. Let's find out together, y'all. Let's go to the R's. P, R. Here we go. There is no notation in the AP style book for RBI or RBIs, Charlie. You liar. Look, I'll show you the R's. There is no denotation in the denotation in the AP style book for R's. For RBI, there's racket ball, record. Avoid the redundant. New record. Of course, if it's a record, it's new. Right hand, right-handed, right-hander. Rodeo, rowing. There is runner-up, runners-up. There is nothing in there for RBI. Charlie, don't tell me about AP style. Try to tell me about AP style. You gonna get schooled, son. Because I'm a giant nerd and I have the AP style book on my desk. That's funny. It's funny to me because I'm a nerd. Chewy, what's up, man? Carlton Cisco, nice call, Matt. LSU won the next two games to start Vegas. Split the first two. They were going to win game 3. I did say that. I'll do that for that one. Who did the Aggies tie? Missouri. 6-2-1. Explain the one. How did they tie? When you on SEC baseball weekends, when there's travel involved, on game 3 there's a time limit. So if you don't get the game in that time limit, the game ends at that point. So that or a weather delay could cause a game to not be played. Like there was a season, I don't know, man. 4 or 5 years ago when LSU played 29 conference games because they had a game not played because inclement weather, and they couldn't make it up. So it happens. It's rare, but it happens. Let's see. Mike, hey, Uncle Mike, good morning. UCBO, good morning. Sam Dixon, can't wait to see the unveiling of LSU's new B-Raid offense this week. The B-Raid. I like it, man. So like play on Brady, I get it. B-Raid, Brady, I got it. Like Air Raid, I got it. It's good, I like it. Hughes didn't K, that's a plus. Definitely go blackberry hunting again with Terrio. Okay, we'll do that. Get Terrio with a bat in his hands talking batting to hitting. We could do that. He does that a lot. He's got a YouTube channel, like Riot Sports Media, I think it is. And he does a lot of that stuff. You should check that out too. Neil Ripley, who did A&M Tide, Missouri. Jacob Thibodeau. What's up, Jacob Thibodeau? Amy Brown Crane, good morning. Danny Savlon, no bubbles this week. Oh, thank God, that's true. A&M, they do the bubbles at Bluebell Park. The two annoying things, the bubbles and the ball four thing. Oh, God. Petey Kern, Chad Dupuy, Ken Quirk. Good morning. 6 more minutes, y'all. Alexander's never heard of it. Walk? Never heard of it. Hey, Drew. Drew. Okay. Cool. Dusty, the sharing sign started Friday or Saturday. I was the only one that saw. Shame on you people. That's right. Thank you, Dusty. Shame these people who have not shared Morning Scone. We all come here every morning. We support Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We support Drew. We support each other. And some of you just come and you don't share. It's okay, though. Sorry. Kirk Taylor, not a sharer, by the way. Move fast, cookie elephant, new language. Just when you thought you figured out Drewness, he switches it up. That's true. Alexander. So move fast is a Goofy's is an episode. Move fast. It's Goofy's Petting Zoo. It's an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and he wants to watch it on fast forward. And then Cookie Elephant is something that Erica shows him on his phone, on her phone. I have no idea what that is. But that's true. It's new. That's new. Cookie Elephant is only a couple days old. Stephen, bro, you going to show up for handoff Hester since he moved, or are you going to big time him and stand him up again? I didn't big time him. We never solidified anything as far as what we were going to do with that. It's not, honestly, it's not convenient for me to be done 15 minutes earlier because I always have to go to Eagle and record Matt's Moment, which is the segment I do with Michelle Southern that airs every day at 4:20. And I go and record that right before I run up the studio. So that means I have to do that even earlier, which means that my whole prep day gets moved up. So it actually, and I told him, I was like, why don't you just make the Brock, because Brock sponsored Handoff Hester. I was like, why don't you just make the Brock segment his big deal, no big deal thing. And he's got a guest hosting with him every day anyway. So just let that be your Brock segment. So anyway, we'll figure something out. John Melanson, good morning. C-Mac, you're picking between Auburn and Kentucky. Anybody with Calipari, the drama queen? Just neither. But people are saying, they want Auburn to win now. I'm like, I don't want Auburn to win now. I'm over it. Darren Bourgeois, good morning. Jason Bourgeois, safe to say Eric Walker's back to 100%. If he's not 100%, he's close. But I'd encourage you to go watch Morning Scone from yesterday. He looked like Eric Walker again. Even his 70, I was watching his 78th, 79th pitches were at 88, 89 miles an hour. And that was after being on the shelf for 90 minutes with the rain delay. So, man, if he's got that kind of velocity back and can extend 7 innings with a rain delay mixed in and be that precise, that he looked like the guy from 2 years ago, which was awesome to see. Shannon Doiga, good morning. Neil Ripley, big midweek games this week, not because they matter, but to keep momentum from the weekend. Jason Johnston, good morning. Dale Broussard. Will Hanging with Hester be on CST? No, just AFR on CST. Kevin Scarborough, good morning. Wayne Ferguson, good morning. And by the way, so the reason the reason with CST, they're not looking to like simulcast our whole day's lineup. They have lots of programming that they clear on CST. They were liquid fast. Liquid fast. They when we built our studio, they looked at it as sorry, I'm trying to do this liquid thing. They looked at it as a way to clear, blocks of programming in the middle of the day. And so it was a really good opportunity for them to have 3 to 6 every day covered. And obviously, with the new studio and all, it looked good. What? This is liquid fast. This is liquid fast. Okay. Anyway. So anyway, the deal with CST was a similar conceptually, like with what the SEC Network does with Feinbaum. It basically, Monday through Friday, the non-peak TV hours, they get live original content for 3 hours, 15 hours a week, so they can clear that. They were never looking to like simulcast an entire day's worth of programming. They have enough programming that they clear, but it really worked for AFR when we did that deal. It's been awesome. Let's see. Alexander's. Charlie, how old is your book? I don't know, Charlie. I got that in college, man. The AP style book. Maybe I need an updated AP style book. Brandon Ray, good morning. AJ Holland, we call him Ribbies. Indeed, Ribbies. Ribbies is a thing that's been around for a while. The RBI's Ribbies. Cassidy Russo, Pete Giardino. Oh, it is 8 o'clock, y'all. I gotta bounce. Brian Arsenault, Kyle Johnstone. Can Hester stay 15 minutes after his show to be on your show? I don't think he could, but the thing is, trivia, I don't want to lead with handoff. The thing that I would remind you too is, AFR is also on in New Orleans and Alexandria. So the transition with the two shows doesn't make sense for the other two markets. It doesn't make sense for CST as well. It doesn't make sense for people listening on podcasts later. It's not a natural fit to start the show that way. So someone maybe in Alexandria, New Orleans, or in Baton Rouge, or watching on CST, or listen to their podcast later, and they turn on hour 1, segment 1, expecting to hear whatever the biggest news of the day is. And today would be like recapping the LSU basketball season, and they hear Handoff Hester. It was a great Handoff Hester, in my opinion, was a great kicker to end the show, to end AFR, to transition between the two shows, and to introduce Hester's show to the audience, because it was brand new, right? And so it was a way to use to sort of leverage AFR to introduce hanging with Hester, and I think it served that purpose wonderfully. I don't know how, like Jacob and I have talked about it a bunch. It's like, how do we, do something similar now? And I don't think there's a really good answer. So anyway, we'll keep trying. Yeah. So Jeffrey Bone, what's up? Gareth, good morning. Joe Jubal, what's up, dude? Reese Avance, good morning. Pete Giardino, 100.3 in New Orleans, been static for 5 or 6 days. Buy what? Your hands are freezing. Yeah. So Pete, they're working on their tower. So it's not permanent. It's they're just working on the tower. So as soon as they get that back, it'll be back to full strength. So that's a bit of a bummer. Sorry about that, but appreciate your patience. All right, y'all, I got to bounce. Y'all have an awesome day. Please like Brock's page, tagged in this post, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. And if you're in the greater Baton Rouge area and you need an orthopedist, they have all the subspecialties. If you're like me, you got bad knees or feet, they can help you out there. Of course, back pain, neck pain, shoulders. They do everything in-house, MRI, x-ray. They've got pediatrics, after hours, trauma. They do it all at Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. So check them out. Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, 5 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Primary location on Blue Mountain inside of the Surgical Specialty Center. Please share this page if you've not done so yet. Appreciate you greatly as always. Locked On Podcast returns today, AFR at 3 o'clock. Busy, busy day. But we will see you all for all of that. Cool. All right. Y'all have an awesome... Oh, let's go tell Drew bye. Let's go tell Drew bye. Hey, Drew. Drew, can we say bye, Dad Show?
Bye, Dad Show.
Well, tell him bye.
Bye, Dad Show.
Say bye, Dad Show.
Mwah.
You blew him a kiss. All right. Say have a good day. Drew, say have a good day.
Day.
Well, that was a faint effort.
Day.
Have a good day.
My.
Bye. All right. See ya.